All right, welcome back. We just tried to get our Explorer. It's gone. Maybe we'll make another one someday. Who knows? Maybe not. Time to continue on with our... time to fucking decide what we're doing next. Put a bunch of stuff in our hands so that we have space for items in our inventory. I'm joining here after months. How's life been? Take that. Take that. Put that in my inventory. Done. Perfect. Cool. Perfect. Perfect. Acting shocked in Discord as if I didn't know. So, time to figure out what to do next. We have hopefully increased our modular frame production. We do need some heavy modular frames to do the research I was just talking about. And then from there, I don't really know. Probably time to automate stuff for the bus. That's what I was looking at doing earlier. So, I have 36 heavy modular frames. I think I need 100. So that's still plenty. Shai says I took a day off work tomorrow just to take a break. That's why I'm up at 1 a.m. Nice. Good on you. Good on you. That's great. What are you going to do with your day off? Anything fun? Play video games? Hang out? Buy Mars. Especially Cheers. I have 35 principal coupons. We're fucking rich. Can I buy crystal oscillators to make my life easier? Coupons? Crystal oscillators? I need 107. I bet I probably could. Oh my god, there's so many things to buy though. I'm gonna rest, play some Valheim with friends. Nice. Sounds awesome. What are people up to this weekend? Megan and I need to finish baby-proofing the house, which is we've been sort of doing in stages for a while now, and we're still not done with. I just want to have access to all of these things, so we're just going to add them to the list. Those we're good with. And then any crystal... Oh, I can't buy them. Damn it. Oh, wait, I can. Maybe? Maybe? Crystal oscillators! You get 100? All I would need to do is buy 2. Is that worth it? Can I buy these? Takes 39 and I have 38. Shit. Okay, we're going to get rid of road barrier. Buy them. Let's go.
All FICSIT vetted materials are tested for toxins, hallucinogens, and other biologically adverse effects. Pioneers are advised not to immerse themselves in these materials and not to lick, eat, breathe in, or otherwise consume them.
Wait, did I get way too many crystal oscillators? Wait, what did I do? I get to see Cheers this weekend. I'm also going to rewatch the Outer Wilds playthrough of some YouTuber you might know. He claims to have a bad tummy. He used to, at least. That's what I hear. What are you and Cheers going to get up to, Carly? Okay, so alien megafauna. Things I want to buy here are Jackson, how's it going? How do I automate iron plates? I'm new to the game. Welcome. So first thing you're probably going to want to do, oh boy, I don't know if I'm the person to be giving you advice, is build a constructor. First thing you want to do is build a smelter. Smelter is how you take iron ore and make it into iron ingot. From there, smelter, then build a constructor. Constructor is going to take your iron ingot and make it into iron plate. So then you can just hook those suckers up with some belts. Put iron ore into here. Take the stuff out of this, put it in here. And that's the vague way to do it. Beyond that, you can make a number of different decisions about how that goes, but hi, LaFluffoo. What are you and Cheers going to do? IDK probably shit talk in my kitchen. I mean, who are you going to shit talk? Cheers' coworkers? Thank you. I got you, Jackson. I'm really close to researching a lot of this, actually. Radio signal scanning. This one is on the to-do list, so we should do it. Make one object scanner. We can then scan for hard drives. That's really, really helpful. Probably Mars. Oh, nice. Mars isn't here, so you can't hear that. We don't have enough time for me to shit talk my coworkers. Who's got that kind of time? I was gonna suggest Slay the Princess today, then I saw your announcement. Yay! I hope people are excited. It's a more recent game than I normally play. Only a couple years old. Game's fun though so far. Radio signal completed.
Object scanner magnetic sensitivity increased. It can now detect the signal of any hard drives at crash sites in your region.
Cool. So here we are looking for a whole bunch of high-speed connectors. While we are waiting for the thingamabobber to happen, we should go automate high-speed connectors. I hope I can do that game justice. So far, it's been a very interesting game, very thought-provoking. I don't know. I'm excited for people to see it, but I need to make some thumbnails and get some some editing done before that releases on Monday. Are we at 50? We're at 50! Okay, so that is done. So let's go do it. Oh, I know many of you guys are waiting with bated breath for this, but speaking of weekend plans, originally the plan tomorrow was to stream this whole big, event of doing a half Ironman indoors, right? Like this big triathlon thing indoors. I've decided against that. It's been a week. I am going to stream a little bit of it, probably just from my phone with Megan hanging out. But tomorrow's daytime stream is probably just going to be a short little hangout thing instead of the big thing. There, yeah. Okay, radar technology. This I am very excited for. If it works how I think.
Radar tower unlocked. The tower reveals resource nodes and other useful information on the map in a set radius from its location.
Is it... Where is it? Is it logistics? Is it... No, it's probably organization. No. It is organization. Takes 16 modular frames. Fuck! And crystal oscillator. Shit! Oh well. Hi, Bobby! LaFluffy says, did you watch the Nintendo Direct? No, I did not. But we were talking about it a little bit earlier today. What were you most excited by? Okay. I will add build radar to the list because I'm very interested to see what that is. Build radars. Also, we may still need, I'm going to put it on here, more mod frames? Question mark? Alt recipe? Question mark? We may need to get back to that. Just not sure. Kirby Air Riders? Is Kirby Air Riders just like a normal, like is it a normal, like, I don't even know what normal Kirby game means. Is it like a normal Kirby game, or is there something specific? Like, what is Kirby Air Riders? Oh, somebody else was saying they were very excited for it earlier today, and I don't know enough about it. You mean like mainline? Yeah, I guess that's what I mean. Is it like Mario Kart is not a mainline Mario game? Is it like Kirby? Is that the vibe? It's more of a spinoff? I kind of figured it would be with the name. But I don't, you know, don't know. It is kind of like, okay, so it is like Mario Kart. That is maybe one of the, like, that's a near description. Okay, so circuit boards are crafted. So is circuit board the thing I'm thinking of? High-speed connector is the thing I'm thinking of? Are these all actually just... Yeah, they're high-speed connectors. Okay, duh. It's a racer, but with fun mini games too. Okay. Gotcha. I mean, circuit boards is done. High-speed connectors and crystal oscillators that we need. Time to tackle that. High-speed connectors just take quick wire and cable and circuit boards. Made 3.5 per minute in a manufacturer. Sorry, 3.75 in a manufacturer. That much Caterium probably means we need to... Oh, this is exactly what I was already doing. That's why I came over here, was to see.
50 is a big number.
Dunko Beans, 50 months. Can you believe it's finally happening, Dinks? Can you believe? In the year of our Lord 2025, supposedly? Ilk A Ong Se. Supposedly it exists. Here we go like this. We go like that. Oh, we go like... Yeah, wow, so hype. It's crazy. I did it too far forward. Actually, that's fine. Should probably be back one more, but it's okay. I can't believe it. Also, the creator of Smash Bros. Is working on Air Ride. Masahiro Sakurai. He's well respected, was the Kirby guy back in the day. Iculus and Luke just said the exact same shit. Also, Deltarune will be 4/5 done this year. That's the one I'm major hype about. Wait, I'm confused. You're telling me this still isn't the end of Deltarune? Why are people so excited if it isn't the final chapter? I thought it was the final chapter of Deltarune. I've been lied to. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I haven't. It's not that I've been lied to. It's just I thought this was... I misunderstood then. So this is the one new chapter and is releasing this year as part of the thing. Okay. That's exciting. Exciting. I just thought we were like at the finish line. For no reason other than my misunderstanding. But this makes 60 per minute. This needs 52, right? 58? 56. It's 2 new chapters, 3 and 4. Out of 7? Oh. So now there's 7 chapters to Deltarune? So you're telling me it's going to be fucking years until this shit is done? Eventually you can play it? Oh boy. It's going to be years at this point. Or 7th. Yeah, that makes sense. In 2034 or something. Yeah. This can be Mark 1. It's so gas though. It's fine. It's so gas though. Let's just we shouldn't move it that far over. This is probably fine, right? There's probably a fine amount of space. One, two. Don't we always want the artistic product to be prioritized over a release schedule? This is what we asked for from art dev. So actually, it's your fault, Ryan. To be clear, I have never said that we always want that. I would say in most cases, we want that. I would say in 99.9% of cases, yes. We want art to be beholden to itself rather than to be beholden to a publishing company's schedule, a marketing department's timeline, a audience's expectation of when they should get to consume the thing that they feel entitled to in almost every situation. 99.99999% of times. We want the art itself to be most concerned with being the best art it can be, and the artist to be concerned about that, and for nothing else to affect that. And there's one exception that I think at this point I feel confident saying I feel more interested in it having a release date than I do in it having being prioritized as an artistic product. And no, it's not the 3rd book in the King Killer Chronicles. No, it's not George R.R. Martin getting those goddamn books written before he dies. No, it's not Frank Ocean's 2nd album. It's fucking Silk Song. That is the thing. That at this point, I am more interested in being able to play it than I am in it being the best it can. But fucking let me play this shit. No, I'm kidding. I actually am more interested in it being... If we need to delay again, Team Cherry, do your thing. As long as the game eventually gets made. As long as the game eventually gets made. Luke can tell the future. It's true. The exception isn't Deltarune. It's your playthrough of Deltarune Chapter 1. If they're going to wait for like 7 fucking parts, then I may have to play the game before it's completely done. I was not planning on that, but at this point, maybe. Maybe. This takes 210 per minute. Oh, no, I was wrong. This is not enough. This is definitely not enough. Oh, no. Oh, no, I fucked this. I did this incorrectly. Did you play Undertale? I did. I played Undertale over the course of, I think, 1 weekend. I played it all on stream, which was probably a little bit of a sketchy thing to do. But I had a very generous moderator. He used to go by a different name on Twitch. But a very generous moderator who kept an eagle eye on the chat to make sure that I didn't see anything I wasn't supposed to see. And it was a lovely experience. And I did not get to see everything that the game has to offer. I did do 2 playthroughs, and I saw a lot of what the game has to offer, and I really enjoyed what I got to see. I think this situation, we need 210 for feels a little crazy in terms of space at this point, right? Like, we probably would rather chuck a couple of these. I don't know. Would we rather? The other thing we could do is do 2 into that and then... I don't know. Now, here's a question. Is this lined up directly with that? I think it is. What if we take that off? What if we chuck 2 of these in? Make it go 120 per minute. That matches 240. Now I have a job. You saw all that matters in the game? I saw, yeah, I still get some questions from people sometime being like, hey, did you ever do a blank run in Undertale? And I'm like, no. And I'm fine with that. I'm fine with that. I saw what I needed to see. But now that I do this, I don't need to put this stuff so far back. God damn it. Why am I so wishy-washy? Yeah. I've also never done that said run. I've picked up a little information about it over the over the time since I've beaten the game. And I'm like, yeah, I think I'm good.
On break, stopping in for a couple minutes.
Not playing it myself. Hi, Sensei. How's it going? Sounds very interesting. I don't know that I need to have that experience myself, you know? I don't know a single thing about Undertale other than what the logo looks like and that it is a pixel game. It is a really, really neat gaming experience. I would say, like, iconic gaming experience. Like, especially in terms of a, like, blind gaming experience, iconic. Iconic. Bye, Dunko. Bye, bye, bye. Back to work. See you tonight. Oh, yeah. Yes, you will. Yes, you will. When we unclothe this robe later and have sex. Yes, of course. You will be seeing me tonight. Yeah. You're right. My bad. I completely forgot for a second how we were seeing each other later, but of course. It's Thursday night after all. It's time for, of course. My bad. Can't believe I forgot. He's married, by the way. Married, by the way. I'm married. Completely married, by the way. Let's do a power pole, like right here. Thanks for the reminder, Catilla. I really appreciate that. I mean, I remembered. It's that chat didn't remember. That's what it is. I remembered, obviously. It's that chat did not remember. That's what it is. Okay, high-speed connector. This is an interesting way to build things here. Go here. 1, 2. Here. Like that. Go... here. Go... I think that's lined up. So each one of these is going to need 2 of these bumped up. So we are going to need power shards. But we're kind of using power shards. And I think we might be able to make power shards before too long. So it's like we have plenty of power shards. So maybe this is all fine. Maybe it's not fine, but maybe it's fine. I'm probably going to regret doing this, building this with power shards in mind, but I don't know. It just makes too much sense. Otherwise, we need 4 machines feeding each one. Yo, I missed the start. Hi, Marvin. How's it going? Hi, Marvin. Hey, I cannot believe I forgot to ask this question. Hey, so we forgot to talk about Nintendo Switch. Should I be buying a Nintendo Switch 2 so that I can play Tears of the Kingdom on higher FPS when I eventually get to play it? Like, is that probably the thing you should do? That was the question I was going to ask earlier. Nintendo Switch news. Buy a Nintendo Switch 2 with hopes to play Tears of the Kingdom on it eventually. Is that a like... Yeah, for sure. Okay. That was kind of my guess. But I also wasn't sure, you know. I don't know anything about the FPS of Tears of the Kingdom. We know BOTW, Breath of the Wild has that like, you know, there's an area with some not great FPS, which isn't a huge deal for me, but like enhanced graphics could be real nice. Could be. Enhanced FPS is always nice. Just stop now. Play it. Don't even record, just play it. I was about to say no, LOL. Are you planning on never getting it? Seems like asking if you should do an upgrade that you were planning on anyways. At this point, I have not submitted the thing to get a... So, the like Nintendo Switch pre-order thing, I have not submitted like my interest in that yet. I'm sort of thinking I will. I don't know if I will buy the game or buy the Nintendo Switch 2 or not. I'm sort of thinking I will probably... I think all likelihood is probably yes, because unfortunately at this point I'm a Zelda streamer, and... But we'll see. I thought it was fine to play as is. I'm also exceptionally cheap, but alas. This is the new secret tactic for when people ask if you're playing Tears of the Kingdom. That's a great idea, Evo. I love that idea. I have the excuse of being like, nah, I'm waiting for the Nintendo Switch 2. Duh. Duh. Do a little of that. That looks ugly as sin. That's all right though. We can deal. Sometimes you have to love stuff that's ugly as sin. My mama loved me just fine anyways. Okay, we'll do power. It needs cable, needs circuit board. So one of these is cable, one of these is circuit board. Oh, the only question is cable to the right? Is cable to the right? Because if so, I need to redo my whole situation. Cable is to the right. To the right, to the right. Everything you own in a box to the right. Mark 4 to here. Go. Boom. Oh, this needs to be a Mark 4. That is that one? Yes. Okay, good. Coming out in 2 months. This is not a long-lived excuse. Fuck! Good point. Good point. Good point. You can always pivot to being a Metroid player. While we're talking about things that may or may not happen, you should play Fable Anniversary. Luke says, I assume you'll have played Wind Waker on Switch 2 by then, so you'll have the console anyways. If we kept track of, like, stonks on this channel, I do think Wind Waker stonks probably, not even from, like, a me perspective, but from a, like, community's expectations or hopes perspective, I'm guessing the, oh, we should go the other way. I'm guessing the, like, Wind Waker stonks probably went up a little bit. Didn't, as of the news yesterday, didn't Liz play Fable? Am I tripping? Am I tripping? Or did Liz play Fable? On stream. Recently. I don't know. Shoot. I do treat chat as if they know literally everything. You ever notice that? Well, sometimes I treat you like you know nothing. But, like, sometimes I just ask you guys questions. Rather than, like, Google or find it myself, I'm just like, chat will know. Chat will 100% know. They do not often know, but... Or they do not always know, but sometimes they do. Okay, so that's cable. And then we need high speed. No, I need circuit boards. Circuit boards. Also, I didn't hook this up. And then you guys just Google it and report back. Yeah, exactly, Evo. Exactly. God, this part of the game is really fun. I really like this vertical bus thing we've built. Question I don't know about is, which of those methods do I like better? Probably the closer one. That's not even in the right spot. Googling, did Liz play Fable, BRB? By chat, you usually mean Evo. That's true. Especially with streamers, it's like, how the fuck should I know? I watch you, you dingus. I just got called a dingus and got defucked. Except it wasn't even defuck. It was DEFACK. Both in one message. Is Nuzlocke tonight? No Nuzlocke tonight, unfortunately. No stream tonight. I need to get back to Nuzlocke, but I caused myself a problem by starting to play too many games at the same time. It's a great problem to have, but... The answer is yes, by the way, that Liz did play Fable. I thought so. I thought so. I felt like that was the thing that I remembered. Okay, so... Craft, my beauties. Craft high-speed connectors, my beauties. At a rate of 3.75 a minute, which is actually not terrible. Not great, but it's not terrible. Merger. Merger. Murder. Murder? Murder. Listen, the problem is just that I am actually, as a human, like, Google reliant now. And when I'm on stream, I don't have... I mean, I have it, but I'm lazy. I have Google, but I have to take time away from what I'm doing on screen. So instead, I just ask you guys Google it. And then that, you know. Jackson, I don't know what to tell you. I don't know what to tell you, unfortunately. High-speed connector. $33 high-speed connector. Unfortunately, Google is getting... Oh my god, this reminds me. Unfortunately, Google is getting incredibly painful to use. So, I have a hilarious story to tell you guys. Holy shit. On this exact topic. Is anybody in the chat familiar with Kin Nun? Americans in the chat, specifically Midwesterners, specifically like Indiana Midwesterners, who watch TV. Kin Bone? No. Get your mind out of the gutter. Kin Nun. So Kin Nun, I'm sure you have your own variation wherever you live. If you've watched TV at all recently, I'm sure you've heard of this. Or I'm sure you have a version of this. We have a accident lawyer in the state of Indiana who spends a shit ton of money. Please tell me somebody in chat has heard of Kin Nun. Nobody? Dang it. We have an accident lawyer who spends millions of dollars on, I'm sure, hundreds of thousands of dollars on TV time to advertise his business. He's been in the business 57 years. He's a really old guy. I grew up with Kin Nun commercials. My parents grew up with Kin Nun commercials. Kin Nun has been paying for TV time longer than there's been color TV, probably. I don't know. Kid Nun is like the most prolific in our area. So did he pay for this conversation? If he'd like to, I'm sure he probably pays the big bucks. So Kin Nun, if you'd like to sponsor me, get at me. This reminds me of the John Oliver episode of all the lawyers who call themselves the Hammer. Yeah, think of the Hammer. The Hammer for truck accidents. Kin Nun ad comes on TV yesterday while Megan and I and her parents are watching a million weather updates to see what's going on with the weather and how things are going and like what's the news, etc. We're just like continually watching the weather, and so Kin Nun ads comes on, and I turn to my mother-in-law and I'm like, "How old do you think Kin Nun is?" And she goes, "Oh, 84." And I was like, "I think 82. I think probably 82 is my guess. I'm not an expert. I think though, we're in the 80s probably. We're in the 80s." And dude has been he looks ancient. He looks like his wrinkles have wrinkles. Like he's ancient. So I Google it. And in typical Google these days fashion, I Googled Kin Nun age, and this is what happened. Kin Nun, the founder of Kin Nun Law Office, is likely 79 years old as of April 1st, 2025, given that he was 77 in 2017. Wait a second. Kin Nun is likely 79 in 2025, given that he was 77 in 2017. The AI Google overview believes that 2017 was 2 years ago, and Kin Nun has aged 2 years in the last 8 years. Motherfucker! He found the cheat code to not aging. It's this goddamn AI overview shit. Jesus fucking Christ. If AI takes over, it'll be because we become gullible enough to believe it. Will it, though? Or will it be that we, aka tech bros in power, believe in this AI narrative and have invested so heavily financially in this AI narrative that they populate the top of your Google results with it, for instance, and then in a world rife with misinformation, small pieces of misinformation find their way from one ecosystem to another, and the AI reading that information sort of digests it, spits it back out, digests it, spits it back out, and we never get to see the original information because some tech bros really wanted their... Well, now you're just giving the real and depressing answer? Well, sorry. I mean, yeah, it'll be because we're gullible. Oh, boy. The AI overview, I mean, like, it was a year ago when they were like, the Google AI overview is broken. It read this Reddit post that said you should add glue to your cake recipe. It was a year ago. Fix it. Or fucking take it off. My mother-in-law, bless her heart, very, very smart, kind, intelligent person. There's no way in hell that occasionally the AI overview doesn't spit her some stuff that she's just like, oh yeah, I Googled it. Oh yeah, 100% that's true. Some poor sleep-deprived parent, 4 in the morning Googling the information they need. Anyways. Okay, we've automated high-speed connectors. Let's do crystal oscillators. As those produce, we should be able to make more, make more other stuff. Make more other stuff. Yeah, exactly. Like you too. You can eat small rocks for your daily mineral intake. Okay, so we need to make... Actually, I was about to say, we need to make AI limiters. We probably do eventually need to buff up our AI limiters. Controls AI and keeps them from evolving in malicious ways. Super advanced electronics. We probably do need to build our AI limiters, but right now what's most pressing that I need to build, because our AI limiter thing is really broken, is crystal oscillators, which is something different. An electric oscillator circuit that uses the mechanical resonance of a vibrating crystal. That's different. And we'll use this. So this is quartz crystal, reinforced iron plate, yikes, and cable. So cable. Reinforced iron plate is directly beside it. And then quartz crystal should be all the way down here. The game was out here listening in. It really was. Quartz crystal right here. Cool. So, we'll chuck this way. Mark 4. Chuck you here. Chuck you here. That. Game said, I got you. AI limiters. Guess we need to build some AI limiters. Nothing does make me more mad than the unreliability of Google, though. Like, God, Google is such a tool. It's such a tool. It's like, it's so useful. And so many poor, not particularly media literate people are so really, really need it. And the fact that the simple math of how old is this person who was 77 in 2017 is not doable. Makes me sad and scared. That's mostly what it does, is it just makes me sad and scared. This is going to be an ugly mess of crawling over, of running into each other, by the way. These two items happen to be right beside each other, so this is going to be ugly. Great how incredibly useful resources like the internet can get absolutely destroyed in the search of adding shareholder value. I had to give my mother-in-law a lesson on that's not a real thing, it's AI. Here's how to identify AI images the other day. Yeah. This is going to be in front of our thing, but we can't really... I could maybe... You know what? Fuck it. We'll do it this way. I can help it. This is probably a nicer design than going directly in front of the sign. We'll do this. We'll do that. Cool. So, we should have everything we need now. Oh, this is our top layer for now. I heard if you add curse words to your Google searches, it disables the AI summary. It might be, you might be able to disable it as is right now. I don't actually know. I don't know. Does anybody know if you can disable AI overview from Google? I just checked by searching when does Switch 2 come out versus when does the fucking Switch 2 come out, and it worked. Hell yeah. That's funny. That's really funny. Okay, let's put this like right here. Is that enough space? Probably. We can go with crystal oscillators. They're made at one. Oh, no, no. Yeah. They're made at 1 per minute. This takes 120 seconds to make. Oh, Jesus Christ. Okay, so crystal oscillator is the only thing we can, or manufacturer is the only thing we can use, though, right? Because it takes 4 items. It takes 3 items? Yeah. Oh, boy. Bye, Luke. Interesting. 2.5, 14, 18. None of these are that, or sorry, 36. Yeah. 18, 14, 2.5. None of this is that great, but if we have to do a shit ton of these, this makes 1 per minute. Holy hell. Okay. Sounds good, Danny. Get some work done. All right. So here I want to... probably go... None of these items are at rates that require faster belts. We'll go Mark 4 in, but I think we should probably build at least 3 of these, probably 4. This is more than I normally build, but like 1 per minute ain't gonna cut it. It might cut it, who knows, but it just feels paltry to build 1 per minute. Missing plastic. Oh, and I don't have plastic in the dimensional depots. So we'll have to do that. I can go get some down here, but floor 7 is the floor that we're on. Oh shit, while we come down, we probably should have went and checked for high-speed connectors or whatever to go do research. Do. Did anybody do any storm watching last night, by the way? Not like storm chasing necessarily, but we spent a lot of time, like I said, we spent a lot of time last night on the couch watching WTHR or some local, basically, news and weather. And I watched more local weather than I've watched in the last 5 years combined, probably. Like 70 degrees here with only the sun in the sky, no storms to watch. Hilariously, we also have a really beautiful, not hilariously, but we have a really beautiful day today after the storms yesterday. We're supposed to get so much rain over the next couple of days, though, that like tons of Indiana, tons of the like Tennessee, Kentucky, etc., are in flooding watches because of the amount of rain. Like, I think our parts of Indiana are supposed to get like 12 inches over. God, I sound so old talking about the weather like this. Like 12 inches between yesterday and Sunday. My FYP was, my For You page was 75% tornado content last night. Does that count? I think it counts. Count it. Count it. Those flood watches are crazy, and expected 25 to 30% of annual precipitation in those storms alone. Damn. I think we're going to be... On the one hand, it's going to be, you know, terrible and... Oh, those aren't lined up? What do you mean? Oh, no. Those aren't lined up by one. Yeah, you got, I mean, what are you going to do? Leave it up? No, we're going to tear it down. On the one hand, you know, that's going to cause a lot of destruction. On the other hand, it really do feel like spring. Like, we're going to get so much rain. It's going to be super warm. Everything's going to be green. Everything's already starting to look a little green here. I just swore I held on control. You don't sound old, you just sound like someone who owns a house and is rightfully being aware of potential water damage. I always felt like the I always felt like caring about the weather was a particularly, like, when I was like 12 or 13, you know? I was like, nah, caring about the weather is like an old person thing to do, because it's the, like, because they're tired of all the stuff that is like new and fresh to me, you know? Like all the things I'm interested in, they're just like bored of by now. Take that, Evo. No, I mean, I understand now that, I mean, I was 12. Sure, if you want to get mad because 12-year-old Ryan was talking shit about you, go for it. Like, I understand now that that's, you know, foolish, but... Okay, no power. I came to stream today and decided I was going to talk shit about Evo. I mean, it was Evo's day. It was their day of the week, you know? Like, I usually just pick a mod and then, like, it's their day, or it's not their day or whatever, you know? Today was Evo's day. Evo calls me old constantly. Let me have this. First spring as a homeowner, I saw the grass was green and immediately went, damn, I'm going to have to get a mower soon. I will say it's funny. I was like, I am really excited for Quartz Crystal. Hello? Did I not hook you up? Did I fuck this up? Oh, I did not hook you up, apparently. Oh, okay. Did this wrong. I will say, like, last summer, we had a newborn. And so all of a sudden, I like mowing. Like, I kind of like mowing. It's nice to, like, spend some time outside. It's nice to, like, get to, you know, I hate grass. The way, you know, I hate lawns. They're fucking useless and pointless and terrible for the environment, and et cetera, and et cetera. My list of, listen, lawns are on my hit list. But, I used to like the time spent outside, and I liked getting to care, you know, like getting to care for grass, even though I hate grass, you know, et cetera, getting to care for, like, some land and stuff. Then we had a newborn, and I was like, oh my God, I don't have time for this shit. And now, this is my first, like, summer's coming, spring's coming, and I'm like, oh no. I gotta add that on top of the list of chores we get done every week. We barely get done every week. Ridiculous says we legit had the warmest 3 months in recorded history since 1901. Every month we had a new record. Terrifying, yeah. I used to hope for thunderstorms because I loved the vibe until I bought a house. Now rain and storms make me so nervous. Yeah, rain makes my wife nervous, which means that I have a less good time in storms these days too. Yeah. Buy a goat, let it eat the grass. I don't think our HOA would let us do that. Other enemies on my shit list, HOA. You love mowing because you get to fight the grass. That's funny. War with the grass. The grass wins, though, because eventually I'm going to die. The grass just keeps fucking going, dude. Okay, crystal oscillators are made. Which means 33 is already done. 34 needs to be crystal oscillators. Okay, and then we're going to have to build a new part to the bus here before too long. I have a buddy whose car got hit by lightning when driving into work one day. He's never liked heavy weather since. Holy cow. I wonder what that's like. I wonder what what happens when that happens. You know, like I wonder if it's like yeah. Your car probably like short circuits, right? Like that's my guess. Your car probably basically short circuits. Time to do some science. Got a new hobby, chat. It's driving around in thunderstorms until my car gets hit. Okay, let's go check the... It's actually right here. Grab as many high-speed connectors as we can. Oh, wrong one. No, it's the one after. Shit. I was going to suggest replicating lightning with electricity, but that works too. This is a dumb and ignorant... This is an ignorant science question. Can you replicate lightning with electricity? Like, that's got to take a lot of lightning, right? Or a lot of electricity, right? A few years ago, there was a family on the news because they took out their grass, replaced it with beautiful, eco-friendly landscaping. The HOA made them rip it all out, replace it with grass. I've been mad about it since. Yeah. Things I would like to do if it weren't against our HOA. Chickens. Either like, think like clover or some sort of eco-friendly lawn. I don't want to mow grass. I hate that grass is so bad on our water use. I hate that grass is bad for that I need to own a mower. I'm aware that probably whatever I own is going to require some sort of upkeep. That's just where I'm at. That's where I'm at. There was one other thing. What was it? Shit. There was one other thing. Shit. Lightning hit a tree in our backyard once, exploded a tree, which flew through our patio screen and sliding door. Oh my god! Still love a good thunderstorm, though. I'll live in a tree and be governed by the squirrels before I ever live in an HOA. I hear you. I hear you. The problem is that, like, you know, sometimes the places that end up being where you want to live end up having, not even sometimes, dude, a lot of times in a lot of places, end up having HOAs. Then what are you going to do? Fight the HOA? Get elected to the HOA so that you can help it make better decisions? I would rather fucking pull my eyes out by their stocks than be interested, it's tough because, like, that's probably the way. Hostile organism detection, by the way. You can scan enemies. I don't really want to do this, but it completes a tree, and so I will do it. I will do it.
Hostile organisms added to the object scanner. Note, it cannot detect the species, only aggression. There are many creatures that dislike you, Pioneer, but I am your true friend.
I am your true friend. Interesting. Okay, we can do Power Poles Mark III.
Power Pole Mark III unlocked. It has significantly more power connections compared to the previous models.
Yeah, I'm interested to see just how many. We're going to test that in just a second. Bye. Thank you for the follow. Overthrow the HOA from within. Seize the means of leaving each other alone. Yeah. So heavy modular frames will go not here, not here, not here. They'll go one lower, I think. 21. I need 50. How many you got? 22. I'm at 47. Shit. Okay, we got to stand right here and grab the next 3 heavy modular frames that come out of this thing. Then we can do some researches. There aren't any houses without HOAs, or is it just extremely rare? I'm no expert, but in my experience, it's a, like... It's the, like, suburbia death spiral of... I grew up in a very, very rural area. HOAs are not, like, common or even... I don't think they are as common in super rural areas. Definitely not like if you live in the middle of the country, like there's no neighborhood you live in. You just live in the middle of a field. That's where I grew up. But these communities that are like suburbia, which have plenty of positives, have plenty of negatives. One of those negatives tends to be like a very strong HOA culture. Why? Because I think the argument is mostly that it's like when you have control over what your neighbors can and can't do, you have control over how they can and can't can or cannot lower or raise your housing prices by doing stuff beside like your neighbor puts a chicken coop in their yard, in your yard, you're afraid that it's gonna... Where the fuck are the heavy modular frames that you're worried it's gonna ruin your like property value? Do HOAs do some good? I'm sure they do. I'm sure they do. They also do... My understanding is that they also are like... They're like sort of a method... Not my favorite, but a method of like self-governance a little bit. In that, like, you pay... Ah! I almost missed it. I grabbed it. You pay... We need 2 more. Ostensibly, you, like, pay fees for the maintenance of, like, some common goods. And yeah, I mean, listen, I'm trying hard to make the case for an HOA. I'm not a huge fan of them. I'm sure some people, I'm sure there's also parts of it I don't understand, but I think the way that HOAs tend to be really problematic is that I mean, HOAs have like major like oh boy, how deep do we want to go here? I guess is really the question of how. I think HOAs have a pretty like have a tendency to be very problematic when it comes to like diversity, in terms of like what type of living you want to do, let alone like who living, you know? Yeah. I think my biggest concern with HOAs is that like they tend to be very they tie your hands very greatly in terms of things you could do right now to make to better care for our environment. That's the thing that makes me very frustrated, is that it would be a cost for Megan and I to rip up our grass and to plant something or landscape in a way that would be better for the environment, that would use less water, that would be potentially not an introduced plant, but either native, be pro-pollinator, be less maintenance, require not using a lawnmower, et cetera, and those are against HOA. I'd like to have chickens. That, hypothetically, chickens could be great. Produce a little bit more of our own food. Not cool. Yeah, it just ends up becoming a whole list of like things you can't do, which is the people who voluntarily involve themselves in the HOA governance are also the people who would obviously voluntarily involve themselves in everyone else's business no matter what. That is so succinctly said. Also, hell, if you want solar panels, same. That was the third thing on my list. Thank you. That's what it was. Solar panels. Nothing here makes sense. Make it make sense. Nothing here makes sense. Planting flowers is not allowed? I don't think so. I mean, we can plant flowers. It's just that like we get a fine if our lawn is not like upkept in a certain way. I need one more heavy modular frame, then I can do some research. There are regulations and restrictions based on what kinds of grasses, kinds of lawns you can have. Yeah. In my area, more condos and townhomes are in neighborhoods with HOAs. Probably spit 40, 60 HOA to no HOA. Interesting. A fine, who do you pay? What do they do with the money? So you pay a monthly fee already to the HOA. What they do with that money, I'm sure I could find out. I'm sure I'd be super happy to see it and find out. I don't know. It's an interesting rabbit hole if you want to look into HOAs in suburban neighborhood. No, I missed it. No, come back. Fuck, I missed it. No, there it was. I was hitting the button, I swear. I just wasn't looking directly at it. One more. My in-laws have an HOA in California that has been very open to xeriscaping, and that has been a nice surprise. That's great. I mean, a lot of places you live, like a lot of places that are not the Midwest, you live in places where like with like programs that what am I trying to say? Like tax incentives for like re-landscaping or like cost deferral, or like I have a friend who lives in Arizona who got who had a lot of the cost of redoing his grass lawn in Phoenix, Arizona. A lot of the cost was deferred. Here we go. Don't miss it. Or a lot of the cost was refunded, which is awesome. Now he doesn't have to mow, and he doesn't have to water. And in Phoenix, he sure as shit had to water to make it happen. Okay, so we should be able to do some research here. Grass lawn in Arizona. In fucking Phoenix, yeah. Insane. Insane. Okay. Oh, I did need a little bit of Caterium wire. I forgot about that. Quick wire. Programmable splitter. So first things first, we should check this. So Power Pull Mark 1, Power Pull Mark 2, Power Pull Mark 3. If I remember correctly, 4, 7, 10. That's crazy. This is made from high-speed connector, rubber, and steel. I mean, it's nice. Probably worth doing. High-speed connectors are not on a dimensional depot. 10 is crazy, though. I like how nice... I guess now I just like how nice the Power Pull Mark 1s work. Like, you just do every other machine and connect it. It's a lot of work, but... Dealing with HOAs is the worst part of my job. They never answer the phone, K-Bell says. And seeing how many lawns we still have here in Phoenix. Yeah. Okay, so next we can do programmable splitter. I'm very interested. This is a straight piece of tech, like straight tech upgrade. What is it?
Programmable splitter unlocked. This upgrade to the smart splitter provides additional options to improve conveyor belt logistics.
Requires a heavy modular frame, motherfucker. Be right back. Need to go figure out what that is. Additional options. I don't even know. Like, I kind of guessed what the other options would be, but I don't know what when we got smart splitter. But I have no idea what the other options would be for. There we go. For a programmable splitter. Maybe you can control rate. Find out. Let's find out. Look at this little... Okay. So each of these is tied to one input out or one filter, left, right, and center. Here you can add multiple, which is very interesting. I also love this little thing right here. But I do not honestly imagine myself using this almost at all. Oh, interesting. Okay, well, we researched it. It's good to have as a tool, but I do not imagine myself ever using that at this stage right now. Good to have, though. Good to have. Geothermal generator. This is intriguing. I can make homing rifle ammo. Right, priority power switch. This thing I still can't make because I need time crystals or whatever. All right, so we are really getting there in terms of research. We made a really strong push. On Caterium, this is feasible to get done, like, now. We could do it all right now. Homing rifle ammo. Let's see what it does. I mean, I know what let's see what it takes to make, because I'm guessing I know what it does.
Homing rifle ammo unlocked. This ammo can be loaded into a normal rifle and, when fired, will seek a target. Clarification. This does not make the rifle a homing rifle. If you leave the rifle alone, even when loaded with this ammo, it will not return home like a devoted and adorable puppy and/or kitten.
The ammo is homing. The rifle is not. Dope. Okay, so we need like a couple more. We need quick-wire in our inventory. So let's go this way to do that. And then I need to figure out what it takes. What does it take? Homing rifle ammo. Takes a high-speed connector to make the ammo. Jesus Christ. I mean, I guess it makes sense. Also, we're going to need to make ourselves more ammo because we just used all of it. I have 55 ammo. Okay. And I need to clean my inventory out too. Jesus. Okay. Extra quick wire. Extra quick wire. We're getting there. Getting there. My brain is getting smaller looking at this because I have zero clue what to do or what's happening. That's okay. Just sit there and enjoy the vibes. Let's enjoy the vibes. Priority power switch. Priority power switches can be ranked by priority. When power production is too low, switches will start turning off automatically until the power stabilizes. That is really neat for making a system that would hypothetically never like brown out. Geothermal generator produces power. Let's do both of them.
Priority power switch unlocked. This assists with power grid management by automatically powering down specified connections when a grid failure is imminent. Use it to prioritize power for the most important infrastructure.
Use it to prioritize power for the most important infrastructure. Ah, shit. I actually used... There we go. How much Caterium? Okay. Final piece of research that we're going to do for now until we basically get better fuel or better explosive, like uranium explosives. Or a ton more Mercer spheres, but... So... Geothermal generator complete. There we go.
Geothermal generator unlocked. Geysers added to the object scanner. When life gives you lemons, make lemonade. When life gives you deadly geothermal vents, run directly towards them and build generators. Use potentially lethal natural phenomena for your own benefit. It's the FICSIT way.
It's the FICSIT way. God, I just won't ever get tired of Ada telling me some shit. I think a lot of this we just chuck in the thing. It's the FICSIT way. How much of this we will never need, I don't think. In here, let's put quartz crystal, silica. A couple of those. A little bit of that, a little bit of this, a little bit of that. Cool. I need to make myself more ammo, and I need to make myself more... I need smokeless powder to make ammo, and I need black powder to make nobelisks, which means we need to go, and then I need more fuel. Which means we need to go over to the train station. So let's go over to our plastic.